Tamra Judge struggled with Shannon for a decade. Out of Tamra Judge is opening up about her relationship with RH co-star and former bestie Shannon Beer. As it turns out, she has been struggling with Shannon for around a decade now, so the dissension in their friendship is not something that just happened overnight or because of Shannon's DUI hit and run arrest. Keep reading for more on the struggle Tamra claims she has been through in the last 10 years. When Shannon Beer first came onto the RH Oak scene in season 9, Tamra Judge gravitated toward her. She loved how fun she was and how she could easily throw back a few drinks. Shannon always had a hangover remedy and she lightened the mood, but early on there was also a lot of tumult. She and her husband David Beer were struggling in their marriage, something Shannon was open about with Tamra. Tamra then told Heather Dubrow, and that created even more drama. From then on, Shannon was a ticking time bomb in her friendship with Tam. Always had highs and lows. There were times when Shannon only focused on herself, when Tamra was going through her only family and life issues that made Tamra feel unseen and like it was a one-sided friendship. She also called Shannon out for her drinking in the past. Then Tamra was fired, and the two stopped speaking until she returned in season 17. They reconciled and even started a 3 a.m.'s improv show with Vicky Gunson. Then it came crumbling down, and now Tamra is estranged from both women. However, she maintains this downfall was a decade in the making. According to Monsters and critics, Tamra Judge opened up about what really went down between herself and Shannon Beer. She shared these details on So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. You have to understand, it was 10 years of me talking her off the ledge, taking the phone calls all day all night, and some of the things I don't want to repeat. They are so bad, therefore Shannon would have to be the one to apologize first for there ever to be a reconciliation. Additionally, Tamar's husband Eddie Judge was drained by Shannon's calling. She claimed he noticed her mood shifting downward after their conversations. Finally, Tamra had enough. There came a point when Tamra Judge had to speak her truth and tell Shannon Beer how she felt. She was always calling drunk. And then when she got the DUI, I had a talk with her. I said, listen, it's been really hard for me to say this to you, but you got to a drinking problem, and you need to get help. The hope was that this unfortunate incident would help wake Shannon up. However, Tamra did not feel it did, despite Shannon claiming she was no longer drinking. Tamra alleges that was false. She was calling me drunk every night. Every night she was calling me drunk. The thing with Shannon is when she drinks like that, she's very aggressive and mean. Regarding the videos that John Jansen has of Shannon allegedly drunk and nearly running over his daughter, Tamra has not seen them. Despite that, she knows her well enough, so she believes everything that is supposedly on the tapes. After the Thursday, September 26th episode of Rec, fans have called Tamra out for her angry drinking. Therefore, what she is saying may not hold much weight. What are your thoughts on Tamar's decade-long struggle with Shannon? Do you think she just keeps making up things to not look like the bad guy, or do you believe it to be true? Let us know and watch Rock Thursdays on Bravo. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer music, and Vanderpump Rules. Tamra Judge and Shannon Beer's decade-long struggle on Real Housewives of Orange County. When you think of the Real Housewives of Orange County, Rock, Tamra Judge and Shannon Beer are two names that have become synonymous with the show's dynamic drama over the past decade. Their friendship and feuds have been one of the most intriguing storylines, pulling viewers in with a roller coaster of emotions, betrayal, reconciliation, and everything in between. Bears is not just a tale of reality TV personalities, but a essay of real life friendship struggles, insecurities, and the complexities of maintaining relationships in a world where drama reigns supreme. Tamra and Shannon's relationship has been a perfect storm of clashing personalities, misunderstandings, and emotional baggage. As much as they've tried to make it work, something always pulls them back into a cycle of conflict. To truly understand why Tamra has struggled for so long, one has to look back at the key moments in their journey on R and how their differences have come to define their friendship. The beginning, the spark of a new friendship. Tamra Judge joined R Hawk in Season 3, and her sharp-tongued noons persona quickly made her a standout. She was the kind of housewife who didn't shy away from confrontation. Figures of the franchise. Shannon Beer, on the other hand, made her debut in Season 9, entering the scene as a wealthy housewife with a quirky obsession for holistic wellness and an often overwhelming personality. At first, it seemed like Tamra and Shannon might be a match made in housewives heaven. Both were strong women with opinions, and they quickly bonded over shared experiences and mutual distrust of other cast members. However, the seeds of conflict were already being planted. Shannon's emotional volatility, combined with Tamar's sometimes sharp, critical nature, set the stage for a volatile relationship. Trust and betrayal. The turning point, pivotal moment in their friendship, came during Shannon's early seasons on the show, when she was going through an emotional crisis in her marriage. Shannon was dealing with her husband David Beer's infidelity, and Tamra, who had gone through her own messy divorce, seemed like the perfect confidant. Tamra initially stood by Shannon, offering her support as she navigated the turmoil in her personal life, but reality TV, with its heightened emotions and cameras constantly rolling, has a way of turning even the strongest friendships sour. Tamara's loyalty was questioned when Shannon felt betrayed by her actions, believing that Tamra had exposed too much of her personal life to other cast members. This is where one of the fundamental problems between Tamra and Shannon became: clear communication, or the lack thereof. Shannon often felt that Tamra wasn't truly there for her in her darkest moments, while Tamra felt like Shannon could be emotionally draining and difficult to handle. This gap in expectations and their inability to communicate effectively created a toxic cycle of resentment. Tamra, known for her sharp tongue, would make cutting remarks about Shannon behind her back, while Shannon would in turn the hurt, only to explode later. This pattern became a hallmark of their interactions. Misunderstandings and mediation. ATT. Tempson of the main issues that plagued Tamra and Shannon's friendship was the constant misunderstandings. Tamra has admitted in various interviews that Shannon's tendency to overreact and hold on to grudges made it hard for her to maintain a smooth relationship. Shannon, in turn, has expressed how she felt blindsided by Tamra on multiple occasions. The highs and lows of their relationship were often mediated by their co-stars, which only added fuel to the fire. Cast members like Vicky Gunson, Heather Dubrow, and Kelly Dodd had a hand in either trying to bring the two back together or driving them further apart. This outsider intervention made reconciliation difficult, as both Tamra and Shannon had trust issues with each other and the other housewives. Whenever they would attempt to patch things up, another argument or drama would arise, often revolving around miscommunications. Shannon felt abandoned by Tamra, while Tamra grew frustrated with Shannon's inability to move on from the past. This toxic loop of hurt and misunderstanding ensured that their relationship was never fully mended. The fallout when friendships crumble. One of the most significant fallouts between Tamra and Shannon occurred during Season 14 of Art Hawk. Their friendship, already strained by years of drama, finally hit a breaking point. Tamra accused Shannon of being a bad friend, selfish, and playing the victim, while Shannon shot back that Tamra was manipulative and used her for storylines. The two hurled accusations at each other in a series of heated confrontations that left viewers questioning whether they would ever reconcile. Tamar's departure from Rock after Season 14 only added to the sense of finality. While Shannon continued on the show, Tamra took a break from the spotlight, but the tension between them Lingered off-screen social media became another battleground where the two would occasionally throw shade further, solidifying the fractured state of their friendship reunion and reconciliation. Attempts in the unpredictable world of The Real Housewives, however, no feud is ever truly permanent. After Tamra's brief hiatus, she returned to the show in season 17, which opened the door for a potential reconciliation with Shannon. By this time, both women had gone through significant personal changes. Shannon was finally in a better place emotionally, and Tamra had taken time away from the show to reflect on her life and relationships. The reunion was bittersweet. While Tamra and Shannon did attempt to rekindle their friendship, the damage from years of conflict was